Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome back to Melt in the Eyes, a place where we melt away our insecurities, melt away the things that are holding us back, melt all those things away and emerge as the best, happiest, sexiest, yes, versions of ourselves. Today's episode 20, no, 26, yes, 26 of the Shireen's Anyway series, a series where we learn to reign, reign as the best versions of ourselves. We get to reign no matter what. It's called She Reigns Anyway. So thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time here, please comment down below hashtag I am new here so I know I can just say hi and I can give you a proper welcome that I want to give you. Thank you. Grab your water if you have some water, your drinks. Let's get right into it. So how I became magnetic without posting every single day. Okay. So what is magnetism to you? And I always start with asking questions like, what is magnetism to you? For me, being magnetic for me, as I've shared before, is honestly to be present. Being magnetic is to choose yourself every single day. For me, the ultimate like magnetism for me. By the way, I have a book here where I'm just writing. I find that writing just as I'm talking, some things that I have in my head, it just helps me. It helps me stay on track. So that's what I have to just show you. Yeah. So for me, magnetism or being magnetic, it's really about owning all of yourself, owning all of you, owning the parts that you don't really like. I call it the crown cringe. The parts of you that you feel that you're actually ashamed of, the part of you that make you want to cringe. Crowning yourself, I call it crown cringe. Those things, when you can really begin to embrace those things about yourself that really make you unique, that make you you, I think that makes you more magnetic. Something else that makes you magnetic, in my opinion, is being happy, being proud of yourself. Like I think when you're incredibly proud of yourself, when you're happy, when you're proud of yourself, and when you're like happy, like if you have joy from being yourself, I really believe that it's something that really make you magnetic. When you can just begin to just like glow from within, when you're no longer finding the light outside, when you know that you have like a light generating mission here, and you are proud of yourself. You're proud of the way you're representing yourself. You're proud of who you are. You accept the mistakes. You also accept the good decisions you made in the past. Something else that makes you magnetic too, I believe, is like to me, is your perspective. Okay, I think sometimes in life we have these things that will knock us down. Happen to all of us. We have disadvantages. We have sad things happen to us, and then I think being magnetic is being able to really return. Like you get beat down, and returning to that place and standing up will make you so magnetic, in my opinion. So let's say a few things that I believe can make a person magnetic in my own personal opinion. What are yours? Tell me, like, comment down below the things that you believe make you magnetic, right? As you can tell from the title, I said, how I became magnetic without posting every single day. And it's a bit ironic. It's a bit ironic because right now I'm in a challenge where I'm posting every single day until December 30th. On December 31st, we're going to have a party here, so I hope you join. Anyways, so I'm in a challenge now where I'm posting every single day, and it's so ironic that I'm saying how I became magnetic without posting every single day, and that's very important and very essential to this episode because you don't have to post every single day to be magnetic. Right? If you think human, I have to post every single day to be magnetic, you're still in the energy of doing. Oh, I see there's someone here. Hi. You're still in the energy of doing if you think that you have to post every single day to be magnetic. Okay, when for me I feel like being magnetic or magnetism comes from knowing that you don't have to do something external like outside of you to be better or to be the best version of yourself, right? It comes from within. So if you're in the place where you think that, oh, if I just do these extra things and maybe I'll have all this magnetism, people will like me, I'm gonna, all those things, I think that's so the wrong energy to be in because you want to get to a place where you know that when you own everything that you are right now, your mistakes, your fears, your imperfections, what I call your crown cringe, when you can honestly own all of those things and you can be proud of who you are and you can be very comfortable. One thing, you can be very comfortable with all of those things. For me, that's the ultimate magnetism. And I think that's really hard to do because oftentimes we're raised to run away from our imperfections. We're raised to be ashamed of those things, to want to hide them. But I don't think it can be magnetism when you actually own those parts of you, when you embrace the whole of you. Because when you embrace the whole of you, the way you show up in the world, it changes. Because now you're no longer like almost hiding this part of you, like, oh, what if they don't see it? And for me, I'm always using myself as an example here because that's why I'm here. I always say, I used to be so ashamed of my stuttering, and I still stutter to this day. Watch yesterday's live, and you see me stuttering in there. I still stutter to this day, right? And that's still some words or some letters that would literally trip me up. But even though I'm an empress and I stutter, I don't let that define me, right? And before it used to be a huge shaming thing for me where I'll hide it, right? Because I felt like it was another reason why I wasn't worthy. It was another reason why I couldn't go for what I wanted. It was another reason why I couldn't be magnetic because what empress stutters. But it's like, no, it's actually what I call my crown cringe, like I just mentioned earlier, where the more I'm owning it now, the more I'm no longer hiding it because I understand that it's not a like it's not it doesn't mean anything about my worthiness. It doesn't mean that I'm not worthy or unworthy. Like I'm worthy regardless of how I speak, right? And the more I'm able to own that, the more I'm able to grow as a woman, as a person, right? As an empress. Because I'm no longer trying to hide all these things. So that's my own personal examples. Like what do you have in your life that you're hiding that you think makes you unworthy? What if what if you began to embrace that thing today? What if you just said, this thing, I'm going to let this thing crown me? Because that part of me gets to wear her crown too. She gets to be crowned too. What if you did that? Imagine what that would do for your life. Imagine what will happen if you decided to honestly just crown yourself in this moment, especially the parts of you that you are ashamed of. Imagine all those parts of you that you are ashamed of. Let's say there's an example. Let's say there are three things that bring you shame right now, right? Let's say one of them you don't post every single day, or let's say you're not even consistent in your posting. Because I'm guessing that if you're watching this video, or if you're here, whether you're here today, tomorrow, in 1,000 years, it's because you feel like your magnetism is really tied to how you're showing up, and that is partly true. That is partly true, okay, but it's not the entire truth. It's like a half truth. It's like a half truth, okay. So let's just say that there are three things now that you feel are the parts of you that are cringy, that you're really ashamed of and like you're not very proud of. You think they're the reasons why you don't really deserve X, Y, and Z, or you can't really show up. Let's say maybe it's because you feel like I don't know, you don't have the perfect skin. Let's use that as an example. Let's say you don't have the perfect skin. You're thinking, okay, I don't have the perfect skin, so I can't really show up like, I'm kind of ashamed of myself. I can't really show up. So that's one of the crown cringe. The other cringe is like, I don't know, let's say you think your laugh is you think your laugh is really weird. These things are random, okay? I wish there was someone here that way I could also ask them. They could give me some things. That's why I love it when you guys join live. So if you ever have time and you see that I'm live, please join because it makes this conversation even better and richer. Anyways, continue. Let's say one of the things you're actually ashamed of and that you're hiding that you think is something that makes you less worthy of what you deserve. Let's say that thing is like I don't know, your laughter. I'm using random things here, but you get the point. And on the last one, let's say the last one could be like your inconsistency, which is like probably a very big thing that a lot of us are struggling with. So now we have three things that, let's say, we can call this person. Let's call her Ariel. Let's just say this girl. Her name is Ariel, and Ariel feels like her inconsistency. I have a message right here that I'm going to show you anyways. Her inconsistency, so her consistency, her skin, she's breaking out, and then her laughter are the things that make her so weird that she's ashamed to show to the world, right? She feels like those things are part of the reasons why she can't reign or why she can't ever be magnetic, because she's like, my skin, like how can I do a business, whether it's a real estate business, how can I represent anything if I have this skin? You won't believe the things people are holding on to. An example though, her laughter, she might be thinking, oh my god, my laughter is so weird. Like I can't just put myself out there like this. And then finally I think the most relevant one for most people, the inconsistency part, she's like, oh, I'm not even consistent. Like I'm not even like doing what I'm supposed to be doing every single day. So I can't possibly be magnetic, right? All those things, I get it because I've been there. Again, my stuttering example, stuttering, yes, example I just shared with you right now. So you can be magnetic without posting every single day. Okay. You can definitely be magnetic without posting every single day, without performing, without pretending. The two are not tied together like your magnetism, your magnetism, your magnetism is not tied to how much you post. It's not tied to your posting. Like, let me just write new page. Your magnetism is not tied to how often you post. It's not tied to the character you're displaying. So displaying your real you, your, let's just say, your mask, your character. It's not tied to you being an actor, trying to be something that you're not. Okay, I'm gonna put it cross around there. So the magnetism that you have is not tied to any of these things. It's not tied to any of these things. It's really not. It's not. So you have to remember that posting every single day is a good thing. Like I just told you, I'm in a challenge now. I'm posting every single day until December 30th, and hopefully beyond that. But that's the challenge. It ends on December 30th for now. So I can't sit here and tell you don't post every single day. I can't tell you that, but I want you to, if you have a dream or a goal to do that, it's important you do it from the right place. If you have a goal to post to be more consistent in whatever it is you're doing, it's important to have the right intention behind that, or it's going to burn you out. And when it burns you out, there goes your magnetism. It's gone. There goes your magnetism because you're not doing it from the right intention. So it's going to burn you out instead of helping you glow. When you're magnetic, you glow more from within. When you try to force yourself to do things, you try to grind your way into something, grind your way into posting every single day, grind your way into being consistent, grind your way into being the person that everybody likes. So now you're acting. You think if you're acting magnetic, if you just watch some videos online and you try to copy people, mimic other people around you that you think are magnetic, that it'll make you magnetic, but it wouldn't make you magnetic because you can't act your way into it. You can't put a fake mask and become magnetic, right? So, like I was saying, your magnetism is genuinely tied to what makes you glow from within. When you can begin to switch on that light within your heart, that light within your stomach, that light within your mind, as that light begins to expand, right? So you have a light. As your light begins to expand within, you become more and more magnetic. Oh, I'm having so much fun right now. Are you having fun with me? If you are, like, comment, subscribe, share whoever you think might enjoy this. Let's continue. So your light as it begins to expand within, you become magnetic. Okay, yes, you become magnetic. Now the real question is, even though I'm saying how I became magnetic without posting every single day, because I found a way to have light within me. Even now that I'm posting every single day, I found a way to let that light me up in some capacity, right? And I want to ask you, right, a very simple question: what do you think you were born here? Like, what do you like? What makes you the most excited? If I was to say, now let's use Ariel as an example, the imaginary person I created. Let's say that your name is Ariel. I'm like, Ariel, what gets you excited? Like, what are the things that you feel will make you so happy? Like, what are those things? Is it like volunteering and then you just have to light up from within? Then you can go volunteering more in the week, and then that would really generate so much light within you that you change your cells, you change your DNA. As that changes, you naturally become more magnetic. The person who is magnetic is a person who glows from within. Is not trying to steal light from outside, not trying to get light from external sources, thinking that, oh, it's the makeup. Nothing wrong with makeup. Makeup is amazing. I myself, as a girl, I love makeup. Thinking that, oh, if my nails are done, if my hair is on, then I'm magnetic. No. Those are all external enhancements. And the external enhancements, we love those. Okay. We love the makeup, we love the cute clothes, enhancements. We love the cute clothes, we love the external enhancements, we love all of those things. But those things, now let me just tell you right now, won't make you magnetic. Posting every single day from a place that is draining to you, from a place that drains you, will not make you magnetic because you are being drained, which means that the glow that you already have within you is even reducing. So how can you possibly be magnetic? You can't. You can't. You can't possibly be magnetic. If that's the way you want to approach it, right? So now you might be thinking, yo man, I see you're becoming more and more yourself, like you're lighting up more and more online. Somebody will join here on your live and they'll leave. But yet you're just being so cool and chill about it. Like you're still able to maintain a certain level of groundedness. You mean how can you do that? And by the way, I am still learning. I'm literally still a fetus in this game because it's a game of life. It never ends. So much to learn. But I'll tell you now. I'll tell you what has made me more magnetic. Whether it's posting more or not posting more, I'll tell you. And it's something that is so deep that I've shared in this channel before. And I'll say it again right now because empresses don't get keep. So listen and listen well. Listen and listen well. It was my perspective on the things I had to do. So maybe now you think you want to be consistent in your business. And you're thinking, how can I be magnetic if I'm not even consistent? If I'm not even consistent in that business, how can I possibly have any form of magnetism? How can I do it? And I'll tell you what I did to get myself to show up here every single day and not become drained and not become exhausted, but instead have more energy and have more to give, have more light. Right? I'll tell you what I did. I asked myself what really matters to me. So the first question, what really matters to me? And for me, it was so simple. What matters to me was making an impact. Or let me just say it short, making someone's life better. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna show up here, for me, what would mean the world for me was honestly be to make someone's life better, whether it's today, tomorrow, or in 1,000 years. And I'm always saying this. If somebody can watch this in 1,000 years and it can make their day better, it can make them laugh a little bit, it can make them learn, it can make them realize something that wasn't quite clear before. Because the things I'm saying are not things that have never been said before, but I'm saying them through human's voice. I'm saying them through my own understanding. And the way I'm saying it, exactly how I'm saying it, there are people, not just a person, people out there who need to hear human's perspective, who need to hear Ayo's perspective, who need to hear your perspective on something. So do not discount what you know and how you are right now because it's those little things, those things that I call crown cringe, that will actually make you unique and that will be the gateway to your magnetism. You want to be magnetic, you have to own all of those things. You have to embrace them, you have to crown them. You have to walk straight, of course. Of course. You have to walk straight. You don't have to get lost in the external enhancement, thinking that is a clothes you wear that will increase your magnetism, or is the makeup you do. Those things are beautiful. The clothes, the designers, those things are amazing, right? It's not the amount of videos online. It's not the amount of you. It's not what you put out. It's not putting out the most amount of content that will make you magnetic. It's not. It's not doing that. It's your intention behind doing that. Because when you're doing that thing that you have to do, if you can find a way to glow from within, to have light within you expand, and that light will expand, eventually it will reach somebody else. That is what makes magnetic sense. So the question I wanted to ask you is what really matters to you? I just told you mine. It was to honestly make someone's life better in any way, to help that person have more clarity, to help them have more internal peace, to help them not feel so lost in this world that can be so harsh sometimes, that can be so difficult to navigate. To be like a hand, to be a person that can hold your hand when they are struggling, to help them realize that they have everything that it takes. They have everything that it takes to actually emerge as the not as a better empress, as a more empowered, grounded version of themselves, more grounded into God's view, not grounded in the world's view, God's view around here. So what made me magnetic in this challenge has honestly to constantly ground back to that reason, to that why, to my why ultimately is the why, to the why. to the why I'm doing this, to the why it matters to me. Because it's my purpose, because I love to speak to people. I love to speak and I love to help people melt the ice around their hearts. All the things that are difficult for us, all of our crown queens, I feel like we have developed this layer of ice around that. We have literally frozen those things that have become frozen because we don't want to deal with them anymore. So they become frozen. That's why I called my mission, my channel, Melting the Ice, because I want us to melt that ice. And that ice, to melt it, you need energy, right? You need fire to melt that ice. The impact you want to make is that fire. If you can find the impact, like the fire in your stomach, that strong impact you want to generate in the world, the vision you want to see in the world, if you can honestly remember that or even write it down, and you can hold on to that. You don't grab onto it, but you can just keep it within your sight. That will be the fire, oh honey. That will be the fire that will fire you up, and that will literally help you to unfreeze you. As you literally unfreeze the fire, the light to begin to expand. As that expands, says you effortlessly become magnetic in a way that feels true to you, in a way that you didn't even know existed before, because it's your own magnetism. It's your own magnetic energy. I feel like everybody's magnetic energy is unique. Now that will be yours. Instead of trying to copy others, to think, oh, that girl is doing this to her hair every single second, let me do this too, then I'll be magnetic. It's an example. That does not work. Because that girl, in her magnetic energy, she effortlessly does this, and this is working out for her. That might be a part of yours too. But don't copy that just because she's doing it. Allow yourself to figure out, to just come to the realization of your impact, or the thing that will fire you up. Allow that fire to melt the ice that has been frozen, the things that you have been running away from. As that unfreezes, that light begins to expand. As the light expand, you will do the things you wanted to do, but now from a very different place, with a whole different intention. And that light will expand and reach others across a screen, across miles, like from 10,000 miles away. That energy will reach people all around the world because you choose to remember your fire. You choose to know your own magnetism, not to copy another person's energy. You remembered yours. For me, I think that's what really matters, though, sis. So it's not about posting every day. The more you try to grind yourself and grind your way into it, thinking I just have to post, and thinking that if you're not taking the same steps and actions as people that you see around you, that you are in the wrong. No. Yes, what they are doing outside, posting every single day. Hi, I see someone here. Posting every single day. Those are very good things. Those are nice things to do. However, those are nice things to do. However, is it what you're meant to do right now? Is it what you're meant to do right now? That's my question to you, sis. Because there are many nice things out there. But that nice thing might not be the thing that will help you unfreeze. You have to unfreeze, let your light shine, expand. I'll do a picture afterwards, and then be magnetic when that light naturally shines from within you. You can't go and buy a light and shine the light on your head and think, "Hi, I'm magnetic." It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. No, at least in my experience. Okay, at least in my experience, I find that when you just like let it go and you just learn to really embrace your crown cringes, it happens so effortlessly because in that moment, in that journey, you find your voice. And when you find your voice, you will know you found your voice. I myself, in this journey of posting every single day, I'm in that process of finding my own voice. Every single day, I'm realizing a little bit more. Okay, and even me that's posting every single day, me that's showing up from the good intention of my impact, from the right intention, for the impact I want to make, which is making someone's life better, giving them a bit more clarity, helping them realize the peace they have within them, help them shed some pain, layers of suffering that they don't have to carry. That's why I'm here. But even me, that I know this impact, that I have this fire on freezing me that's moving me forward effortlessly. There are still days I don't want to show up because you're being tested here. Tested to your commitment to this thing that you're doing, your commitment to your impact, your commitment to your vision, all those things are being tested. Is it just like a whimsical thing that you felt, or is it really something that's deep within you? Because if it's something that you feel that's deep within you, you're going to come back. You're going to come back and you're going to show up over and over again as long as it takes. You're going to show up because you understand that. For me, for example, bringing having an impact and making someone's life better is worth it. It's totally worth it. It's worth it. Knowing that whether it's today or in 2000 years, somebody can stumble across my videos and can feel some pace that they didn't even know they were aware of. Can feel it from their hearts. For me, that makes it worth it. For me, that makes me excited. For me, that pumps me up. Now, what pumps you up? What pumps you up? If you're not sure, like you might don't know how to do this, just journal about it and pray if that's if you do that as well. Just write down in a journal and ask yourself, like, what will make me so excited? Like, what lights me up? What makes me so excited? And what you write down, what you come up with, might not be the entirety of that thing, but I promise you, hold on to that thing. Don't grab onto it, but keep that thing within you. Keep that thing right in front of your eyes. And as you do that, other avenues, other branches of that thing will begin to be revealed to you. You find out things about yourself you weren't even aware of, because now you're not on that journey of no longer copying others. That journey of finding your own magnetism, yours, that God has given you, your own source of beauty, of joy, of abundance, of sexiness, everything. It's all here within you. You have to tune to that light though. You have to remember your impact, the impact you want to see in the world. What kind of a world do you want to see? Let's say close your eyes and what world do you want to live in? What does that world look like? What do the grocery stores look like? What kind of world is that? What's the name of that world? Now, here's the magical question. What do you love about that world? What about that world makes you so happy that you're just like, you're just on cloud nine? What do you love the most about that world? I'm waiting. Once you got that thing you love the most about that world, write it down. And now ask yourself this question. How can I contribute to this thing? How can I contribute to that thing? How can I contribute to that thing? Oh, another magical question. How can I contribute to that thing? Write it down. And now you know where to start. There you go, sis. Now you know your impact. It could be I really love a clean environment. That means the world to me. I love it everywhere it's cleaned. I want to live in the world. I want to live in a world where every street there's not a single piece of trash. This is an example. It's not. I love it too, but it's not my own massive. It's not my massive impact for me. An example. I want all the streets to be perfectly clean. I don't want to see a single piece of trash on the street. I want to live in a world where it's so clean and people respect the environment. That can be your impact. An example again. Now you can ask yourself, how can I contribute to that impact? How can I contribute to that world? Now you're thinking, okay, maybe I can have a cleaning company. Maybe I can even get into politics. And I can start to speak on the importance of keeping the environment clean. Do you see? Now you have your impact. Now you found a light. That light now begins to awaken something inside of you. Awaken a fire. The part of it that was a bit frozen, it begins to melt. And that melts. You begin to realize things you didn't even realize. Things that were frozen. And now you begin introduced into your system. Yes. It might be uncomfortable, but you can handle it. Then you're like, okay, how can I contribute to this environment being clean? Maybe politics. Maybe starting a cleaning company. Maybe starting a whole cleaning initiative worldwide. Where every single day you wake up and you're so pumped to do what you want to do. When you can live from that place, my sister, you will be magnetic. You will be so magnetic that you don't even have to try. People will look at you and be like, oh my god, like what is she doing? And you can send them to this video. You can be like, I'll send you a link, watch this video. And I'll be like, yes, thank you, sis. Yeah. So ask yourself these questions. I know that being magnetic, it's not tied to how much you post, the mask you're wearing, becoming a whole new person, acting. No, it's tied to the impact. It's tied to how you want to contribute to that impact. It's tied to your fire. Your inner fire, we all have a fire, a thing that excites us. We all have such a thing in our lives. What is yours? What is yours? I want to know yours. May I know yours? Comment down below. I want to interact with all of you. Tell me down below the thing, number one, question number one, which was, what kind of a world do you want to live in? I have a lot of questions here, but I want to just say the most recent ones. What kind of a world do you want to live in? What does that look like? Number two, how do you want to contribute to that world? Comment down below so I know, so I can just clap for you, and I can cheer you on the realization of that world. I can just stick some light over that. By the way, at the end of this video, we're going to have a meditation, which is something I've been enjoying. Let's just start with to the end. If you stay to the end, we're going to have a powerful meditation that can really help you switch on your magnetism now, today, and start to really awaken into that energy. So stay to the end. If you've been liking this video so far, like, comment, subscribe. Whether you're watching this today, tomorrow, or in 1,000 years, like, comment, subscribe, and share with anyone you think might love this kind of content. Thank you so much. Let's get right back into the video. So, it's actually so simple when you think about it. Isn't it so simple? At least to me, it is. We think being magnetic is this crazy thing. We have to, I don't even know. We have to do some crazy things. Like we have to, I don't know, wear certain kind of clothes. We have to do certain kind of a thing. We have to walk one type of way. Those are all amazing things. I'm sure if you know, we've learned them. Those are all some cool things. But is it the essential thing though? Will it help you awaken the kind of magnetism that no one can take away from you? Will it help you to awaken into that kind of a thing? Will it? This will though. I can guarantee that this will. By the way, if you didn't know, because you're new here, welcome, come closer. I have a free offer. Yes, sis. It's called Crown Code. 11 days to strip yourself of that part of you that doesn't want to let you go forward. 11 days to completely unlearn the things that are holding you back. 11 days to literally completely rewire your system into a way that you can become the person you always wanted to become. You can become that magnetic person. I swear I have an issue saying that word magnetic, and I speak really fast too because I stutter. Let's try again. And you become that magnetic person you always wanted to be. You become your own version of magnetic because now you don't have all the things that are buried beneath you. You begin to clean yourself of those things. You let go of those imperfections, let go of those lies, those burdens that you put on your shoulders by the world of how you had to be, how you had to show up, how you had to smile, how you had to walk. You begin to unlearn all those lies. You begin to unmask because we feel like you have to mask. But no, you begin to unmask. You stop acting and you start being. And that's free 11 days. And guess what? When you put your link down below, it might end up in your spam email. That's okay. Go to your spam or go to your primary email. Download step one. Download it immediately so it doesn't get lost in the in your emails. So you have it. You claim it as yours because you deserve it. Okay, you claim that as yours. Download it. Number one. And then start your work today. Look at the lies that have been holding you back in the face and say, I will confront you lie. You're not my God. You're not my God. Say it like that. Say it like it is, sis. Say it like it is, sis. Imagine how you will be after 11 days. You would come back and tell me, yo man, you have transformed how I show up in the world, because that evil could transform how you show up in the world if you actually stay present for those 11 days. And guess what? You can do it 11 days over and over again. You can even do it twice a year, 10 times a year, however much you want, because now you have it in your pocket, in your phone. It's yours to keep forever. You can remember your crown. You can crown yourself. You can remember all the crowns those crowns that you've forgotten, that are trapping you in the things that you're not meant to be trapped in. It's time to free yourself. It's time to let go of all of these things. It's time to become more magnetic. It's time to awaken that fire within you. Talking about awakening fire, I have crown activation. Okay, not only to remember the crown, but to activate that crown. That will activate your fire like yesterday. That will make you move on fire. Because why would I make you on fire? Because the parts of you that are holding you back, you now befriend those parts of you. Those parts will become your friends. Imagine what will happen if your enemies become your allies. And your biggest enemies you think are out there. No, your biggest enemy is here. Your biggest enemy is here. When those things can become your friends, imagine how you quantum jump, you collapse time. Imagine how fun life will be when those parts of you can begin to cheer you on. So crown activation is everything we have in crown coronation, the crown codes, and then the next level is that now we're befriending the frenemies within ourselves. Now we're completely letting go of the burden of shame. Do you have shame? We all have shame. And that shame is holding you back from being magnetic. Because you can't be magnetic and feeling shame at the same time. Those things are so contradictory. They don't go along together, my sister. You have to let go of that deep shame that you feel around any area of your life. So you can show up as the most magnetic, most juicy, most excited version of yourself, most happiest version of yourself. It's all started with a single decision, sis. The Crown Codes 11-day coronation, that's that free offer down below, and gift yourself that today. Says crown activation that costs 80 minutes to completely transform and shift the way you see yourself, the way you see the world. 80 minutes, that is all it takes, super affordable. That link is also down below, my sister. Okay? And I've given you so much today in this video that you can honestly start to implement and start to change the way you see yourself, the way you see your magnetism, the way you move, the way you the way you walk, the way you talk, all of it will begin to change over time. And I'm sure, the way I'm talking now, if you watch, I'm sure in 10 days, the way our talk will change, will become better because I'd have become more magnetic. I'd have tuned into my fire more and more. That fire would have expanded. My life would be so much more stronger. And next year, even better. And if you watch my very first live here, my very first couple of videos, you'll notice that I have grown lips and hips. Is that even said? I have grown a lot. And I just want that for you. I want to see your gift in the world. I want to see it in my eyes. I want to hold it in my hand. I want to see what you're creating. And I want you to be magnetic while you're doing it. I want you to be happy, to be excited, to do it from your overflow. To not force yourself, to not push yourself, to not abuse yourself into doing more. To not thinking that how you post is tied to your worthiness, to how you feel about yourself. To completely divorce those two together and know that they are completely different. So I'm going to write down the formula for you right now for how to be magnetic. I've said it in the video, but I want to remind you now because it's so important, right? So to be magnetic is like number one. You need to know the impact that you want to make. Think about that impact that you want to make. And that impact you want to make is your light. So that impact, let's do this. Oof. That impact you want to make, aka your light. Then you're going to now expand that light by asking yourself, like I told you, how can I contribute to this, right? Contribute to that. Oh, so good. Contribute to that. That is expanding the light. Expanding that light. That's going to start expanding within you. Expanding the light. And that equals magnetic energy like never before. Like, oof, magnetic energy. So you know your impact, your light, right? You know you impact your light. Then, what's number two? You contribute to that light. You expand that light. Then you become magnetic, sis. It has to be in this order, or at least in my own experience. Try it. I've given you so much today for free because empresses don't hold back, sis. So that is that, sis. Use this. Find your light, like the impact you want to make. And know that the magnetism will not be 1,000. It will not be at 1,000 from day one. It's going to grow. Like when you're cooking a stew and you build spice and you build flavor. You start with some onion, you start with some spices, and as time goes on, you build the flavor, right? A person who just I don't know, puts everything all at once, the flavor won't be the same. The person who takes it step by step and adds ingredients step by step and is gradually building the flavor. Oh, that stew will be mwah. That soup will be mwah. Because they are building flavor gradually. The same thing, you want to build your magnetic energy gradually, because then when you build it gradually, it feels different in your body. It's perceived differently even in the world, because you're not just in the rush. You're not trying to break that door. Oh, give it to me now. You trust that you have all of it inside of you, and as you do the work, as you show up, as you remember your light, as that light expands in you, it will expand, become so big. Other people will be in your presence. They will feel the light. They will feel the magnetism, and even just being around you will start to activate other people's magnetism. Because how cool is that, though? That the more you do this, the more people that are in your presence can become magnetic, because then they are in your presence. And now your energy is like a magnetic activator that activates everyone in your energy. How nice would that be, this is? How nice would that? Just think about that kind of a world. Now you're thinking, "Oh, man, how can you give all of this for free?" Because it's my gift. I can give and give and give and give and give and still have more, because I'm my energy. Because I found my impact. My impact is making someone's life better. And when I show up here, I just deliver. And watch me, because in 10 days, in 20 days, I'll be even better. Come back. Join my lives. I want to interact with you. It makes it so much fun. Okay? I think I forgot about this girl. Now let's just Ariel, that girl that I told you about. The girl that had her crown queens, which were inconsistency, which were her skin, which were what was that, her laughter, and she felt like those things were so bad. Ariel now has to crown those things, has a crown queen. She has to crown those things by what? Embracing it. She has to embrace it and know that all those things can be tied to her impact. Because when she shows up with all of those things and she crowns them, she puts a crown on those things, doesn't hide them, and now she remembers her light and she shows up in those things. Era will shine regardless of those things. People will even see Era and be like, wow, Era, yeah, you have skin issues, but you're so gorgeous. Even Era herself, she'll see her skin not perfect and she'll find herself beautiful, because now she's becoming magnetic, because she has owned her crown cringe. How do you own the crown cringe? You simply just own it. You say, I hereby right now, right here, right now, I accept my crown cringe with my whole body and soul. I accept my crown cringe. I'm no longer ashamed of it. And you have to do it over and over again. That is how you accept the crown cringe. That is it. So that is your impact. When she now begins to bring all those crown cringes, her skin issues, her weird laughter that she thinks is weird, her inconsistency, and she now shows up in an area of her, in her impact that she wants to make. Let's say maybe it's having a world perfectly clean, and she creates a company, cleaning company. She shows up with her skin, her laughter, and she begins to enjoy her laughter, because now she's crowned her laughter. Even though she used to think it was weird, now she thinks it's her crown. Now she knows, sorry, it's her crown. How she talks is very different. How she walks is very different. Not someone that she's copying, but now she has awakened into her own version of magnetism. And I want that for you, sis. Now her inconsistency is no longer relevant, because now she's in her light. Now she wants to contribute to she wants to contribute to that impact. That is her fire. That fire will melt anything that was frozen, that was blocking her from being consistent. That is no longer a problem, because by doing this, doing these stages, she has found the light, her fire, which is melt that ice. Yes, it will be challenging, but yes, it will also be so much fun. It'll be fun for Ariel to see how now she has come to life. Now she has come to life. She has awakened into a whole new world that she didn't even know could exist. She always thought she had to be frozen, she had to be hidden. Now she's awakened into the best version of herself, because she also took crown codes. The 11 days to help her on this journey to unlearn the lies, because she took crown activation to activate that fire in 80 minutes, to befriend her frenemies in her mind, to make them her cheerleaders. Now she's fully in her magnetic energy, fully in the magnetic energy. And now if Ariel says, oh Yoman, I want to create a course, I want to learn how to charge my magic. By the way, I have been cleaning the streets for XY amount of time, and I think I've learned some things. I want to create a course, but I'm so afraid to charge for this course. I'm like, Ariel, I got you. Come, Ariel. Ariel, I have a course called Zero Views Fully Crowned. Whether you're just starting out and you have zero views, or you have zero clients, you have zero anything, it's the perfect place to start. Can you embrace zero? Can we have zero tea parties? I want to invite you to my zero tea party on December 31st. of this year? Can we have zero tea parties? Such a beautiful places to start. Right now, I'm in this live chat. There's zero people here, but God is here because God represents number zero. God is here right now. Can we just say, thank you, God, for being here. Thank you, God, for being in the beginning of every single thing that is holy, sacred, and that will shift the planet. He's there at the very beginning, and He was there. He'll continue to be there because zero expands into every single thing that is and that will ever be. So I'm like, Ariel, if you want to start a charge, regardless of where you are right now, I have zero views fully crowned. The link is down below. When we learn to honestly divorce the idea that our value is tied to validation, our value is tied to external approval, our value is tied to all those things. Why you can't charge for your gift because there's nobody in your space right now. That makes no sense. You can't wait for people to come and tell you, oh, now you can start charging for your work. No, your magic is already there because why? Now you know your impact. Now you're contributing to that impact. Your light is expanding. You can't wait for a person to come and say, your man or Ariel, your light is there. Your light is already there because you're doing this for you, taking these steps. You are aware of the impact your life, so your light. You're contributing, you're expanding that light. Yes, you reach people. But you don't have to wait for that to happen. Just like to charge for the magic that's already happening in your life right now. To begin to share the things that you have learned right now and to charge accordingly for them. In that course, you're always fully crowned. We laugh. We laugh until the rules fall off. We reign. We reign as the empresses that we are. Zero views fully crowned. With zero views, you're fully crowned. With a billion views, you're fully crowned. And then we invoice, we charge for our magic. Unashamedly beautiful. And I want that for you, sis. I had so much fun talking today. I feel like I gave and I gave and I gave, and I want to give more. But I promised the meditation, the prayer. So I want you to close your eyes right now. We're going to do a prayer to help you really begin to really activate and unlock and unfreeze your magnetic energy within you. That fire. Let me be very quick. I think I'm gonna go off camera so I can just really tune in and just really go off on you right now. So close your eyes. Yes, close your eyes. If you want to put your hand over your heart. Before we start, if you want to have some water, I'm gonna have some right now. I'm talking for the past 47 minutes. So I'll have some water. Oh my goodness. Delicious. Thank you God for the water. Now let's take a deep breath together. One more. And now I'm going to go off camera so we can do the meditation. Okay? I'll see you after the meditation. So everyone, like I just said, close your eyes and put your hand over your heart. And think of something that you want to see blossom in the world. What is that thing? I'll give you a second to think about it. Actually, to come in for you to come into your awareness. Sorry, become aware of that thing, that beautiful thing you always knew you would have loved to see in the world, but you always felt like you couldn't do it. You always felt like you were too small for it. You always felt like you weren't beautiful enough. You weren't smart enough. You weren't good enough to accomplish. I want you to bring that thing into awareness. Now, as that thing is not in your awareness, I want you to bring that thing out of your mind. Imagine that you're taking your hand over your head and you're pulling it out of your head. And now that thing is not in your hands. Now, hold that thing in your hands. Whatever that is, imagine that it's not in your hands. And now, that is your impact. That's what you want to see in the world. Now ask yourself, what can you give to this thing? What can I give to this thing? How can I make it better? How can I make it more beautiful? How can I expand it? What can I do? Put your energy into it. Maybe now you have to open a store where you provide this service. Maybe now you have to go on YouTube and share your experience on this. Maybe now you have to go on Instagram or create a course. Maybe now you have a course idea. That the thing's not in your hands. So whatever thought or belief you had that told you that you weren't good enough, that you couldn't hold it, you couldn't do it, you clearly can. All those ideas were false because now that impact, you've pulled it from your mind, Now you're holding it in your hands. You're holding it with both hands. You're cupping both of them in your hands. I'm holding mine now in my hands too. Are you holding yours? Now we're going to imagine that this light is expanding. It is expanding. It's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. As it becomes bigger, we feel ourselves become more light. We feel ourselves become more excited. We feel ourselves unfreeze from this this spell we were in before. We feel ourselves awakening into brighter, happier versions of ourselves as it's expanding from our hands. It's also expanding into our hearts. It's expanding into our hearts. It's expanding into our minds. It's expanding into our bellies. It's expanding into every cells in our body. It is cleansing our atoms and changing the way we think. It is changing the way we show up because now we know that we have an impact. Now we know that we can contribute. Now we are aware of the power that we've always had, the power we weren't always aware of, the power that we were afraid to hold because we thought we weren't good enough. That power is now awakening to every cell of our body, into every atom within us. Now it knows that we have what it takes. Now it's so big. The light is so big that it is everywhere into our bodies. It is far beyond our bodies now. It stretches all around our bodies, all around our bedrooms. It has not expanded all the way into our houses. Yes, the light is not as big as your house. Now you are in that light. It's impossible for you to no longer do that thing. You have what it takes to do that. That thing is already done. That thing is already within you. That thing has stretched and expanded all the way and reached God. Now that thing is already with God. God has heard your cry. God has heard your mission. He has heard the impact you want to make because you choose to expand your light. God is now a part of this light. God is now supporting you. You're no longer alone. You have support. You have God. You have angels, and you have what it is because now you are aware of your power. Now you are aware that you can do this thing. Now you are magnetic. I'm going to count to three, and I want you to open your eyes and say, "Thank you, God, for my magnetism." When you open your eyes, say, "Thank you, God, for this moment," and say, "It is finished." So, one, two, three. Thank you, God, for the magnetism. Thank you, God, for transforming us, for putting me here, right here and right now. Thank you for cleansing my energy, for making me better and brighter and smarter and more magnetic in this moment. And I can't wait to see how it blossoms, how it blooms into all the areas of my life, how I show up, and how people in my energy, my space can also gain and benefit from this too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is finished. Whew. It is finished. I don't know how that was how that what that did for you, but come back to it and listen to it over and over again. It's just going to help you to expand that light, expand that light into all the way around you. That way, God can see what you're doing. He can see your intentions. He can see your desire to make the world a better place, to expand your impact. And as you do this too, you will no longer have to grind your way into it. You no longer feel the need to try to prove yourself to others. It is finished. If you want to go deeper, my offers are down below. Also, my website is also in my link tree down below. So click that, explore that, have fun with it. And the choice is yours, my sister. I had so much fun with you right now. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share if anyone you think might benefit from whatever was shared today. If you feel like it did something for you, share, like, comment, tell me in the comment section what you felt in today's episode, how it changed you. I want to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.